Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and Happy New Year, Happy New Year! So I'm very excited. I hope it's an awesome new year. Please. Okay, so I am covering this with fabric because that was the consensus. I kind of thought that's how I wanted to do it, but I was a little on the fence and you guys helped me get off the fence. So anyway, what I have done, because I wanted to keep the pocket on the inside, because I just thought that would be fun. And if I put fabric on, I want to stitch all over. So I don't want, you know, I would close the pocket if I ran the whole thing through the sewing machine. I'm not sure how my sewing machine would love it either if I had both thicknesses, plus more fabric on the other side. Because I think what I'm going to do is take a more plain fabric to cover the inside. As you can see, I did a little damage trying to separate the two halves of this one little pocket puffy envelope. So I've just repaired the little holes I got from doing that with some book page, just so that, you know, it's all together and nice. So I've also started to take some pieces of fabric and just tack them down with my, you know, Scotch Create glue. So it's not permanent, it's just gonna hold it there until I can get it stitched. So I'm just taking lots of bright kind of fabrics I thought would be fun, and I am gonna cut some of these edges with the pinking shears just to get that look where they overlap. I kind of like the way that looks. So that is what I'm doing, and I thought, oh, I should probably turn on the camera and say Happy New Year to y'all and see how you're doing. It was crazy here last night, not at our house, but in my neighborhood. My husband and I had just like fallen asleep, I think, and this is not normal for our neighborhood, but we've had loads of new people move into this area, and so they started setting off fireworks. And it's legal here, you know, it's fine. It wasn't bad. It just scared the bejesus out of me at first, but yeah, because we're kind of old fuddy-duddies, you know. I'm not a partier, and we just stayed home. So anyhow, that was very interesting and loud, but it was festive, so that's a good thing. As long as people are being happy, that's a good thing. So let's see, I've just got a lot of these I got from Nora or Robin, all different places. Unfortunately, I do kind of put all my fabric together, and so I don't know exactly which pieces are from who, but I'm pretty sure it's those two nice ladies. Some of it is vintage, some of it is not. I thought this was kind of fun because a lot of these had leaves, so it's kind of could be fall or spring or, you know, everything. So I just thought it was fun to use all these floral leaf type patterns is what I was thinking. I kind of like this red. It's very wow, but I do like it quite a bit. And I do want it to hang over because, so you can see, I am hanging it over so that I can fold it over the edge, except it'll be both edges. So maybe I need to make it a little bit thicker, huh? I mean, it's not a super thick edge because I will be stitching all the way around that too. I'm either going to do paper. I don't know what to do on the inside. That's the tricky part. Just, you know, have paper on the inside maybe. That's what I'm thinking. So I need to figure out how big of a piece I need of this. But I do like that. That's very, very happy. So yeah, other than that, it was pretty quiet around here. My daughter had a few friends over. My son was pretty quiet last night. He didn't have a whole lot going on, but and he's doing great with his lips, so thank you to all of you. Probably just cutting it skinnier and skinnier, right, with my Cricut. Yep, that's exactly what I did. Is it going to be thick enough? Yeah. With my inability to cut a straight line. It's definitely not in my genetic makeup. Alright, they seem like they're upside down like that, huh? So we'll go that way. We need to overlap this way. So then we need to bring this one over like to here. And I'll do something else on the spine, so I'm not that worried about that. I might come up a little. I don't want them to be all perfectly even, if you know what I mean, like same size, you know, and all that. I need to cut that a little bit straighter. That's pretty bad. If you hear glum glum, my husband and my son are watching Iron Man, and they have that bass speaker thing on. I don't even know, but anyway, it's very rumbly to the whole house, especially with those kind of movies. I probably don't need quite that much, but I'm just going to leave it for now. I can always trim it. Just want to get it tacked down. Now, I have no idea if this is going to work because I have never ever done one of these. So this is just, we're just winging it. That's what we're doing. I mean, I've done other fabric covers and stuff, so it's not like that's totally foreign concept, but using this kind of packaging is new. Okay, maybe some green down here. The leaves. I think I need to go this way a little bit further. Maybe to like there. I don't want a whole bunch of teeny tiny pieces. I may add some smaller pieces, kind of like you would do with a fabric strip or something like that. But I don't know which way these go. I need to cut this too. I usually tear, but I decided I wanted pinking shears, I guess, to make myself crazy with my crooked lines. Never choose the simple way. See, oh, it doesn't need to be quite as long as that. That's right. It just needs to hang over the edge. I forgot that red's like extra long. I'm going to come a little bit more that way so that comes over there more, I think. Is that looking weird? I don't know why paper's a little easier for me to do this with. Yeah, I was trying to separate those. They're pretty tight along those edges, and so I was going along really good and then tore the bottom off of it, so I wanted to make sure I patched it good so it's the same size as the other piece. So yeah, you'll have to tell me how your night went. I know a lot of people said obviously they were staying in because, you know, that's what kind of we're all doing. There wasn't a whole lot going on around here, regardless of, you know, the fact that we usually stay home anyway. But yeah, it was pretty loud as the evening went on. I was telling my husband, it used to be so quiet out here, and it was just like, you know, the crickets basically. So it's kind of weird now. I know I say that all the time, but it is. I'm sure some of you can relate if you're used to living where there aren't that many people. I feel like I kind of want, I don't know, like maybe a little bit more of a fall type color, but I don't really have any of that in this selection. This might kind of work because it's not quite as bright as the other ones. I don't know if it'll look weird though. Put a piece of it up here. Using a lot of red, but I think that's me. I like reds and purples and stuff like that. Let's see, there's a gold. I don't think that really goes. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be bad because there is that same color in those yellow flowers. this way. I don't have enough for it to go that way. It needs to go that way, I think, is the way those flowers are oriented. This will definitely look better once it's sewn all over, I will tell you that much. They always look kind of weird, at least to me, when I do this. These are kind of bright. I've stuck other stuff in here. This was, I think, from Nora gave me a lot of these, but I added other things into there in my non-organizational way. Let me cut a piece of this off. A smaller type piece. I love anything with little rosette type things. Those are always my favorites. Okay. Try to get all the sides sort of. This one has great fraying on this side, but fortunately that's not what I'm going for at the moment. That's not going to hang over enough, is it? I need a bigger piece than that. I just needed to make it longer. So let's go from this same width. Was fine. It just needs to be a little bit longer. I can always use that piece for something. Make a cute card or journaling card. Something of that nature. So I know this isn't super exciting, but it's one of the steps, so I guess that's sort of... Oh, one of my subscribers was asking me in the comments, and I'm sorry, I'm horrible about remembering who asks what, just because I go through them all together, you know, each day. And she was wondering what to do with these journals. And a lot of people collect them and they keep them as art, like put them up on shelves. Other people write in them like you would any other journal. You can write in them, you can put photos in them and write in them, you know, keep it more like a scrapbook. You can put, you know, tickets to things that you go to, really just like any scrapbook or journal. You can draw in them, paint in them, depending on the journal. Some journals are art journals, that's like what they're made for, and the papers that go into them are like watercolor paper and you know, just different types of papers to use for art. And those would probably be better if you're going to be painting and things like that, because obviously you don't want certain items to get wet or whatever. So, but you can really do anything that you would in any other journal in a junk journal. You know, you can make more pockets for it, you can just decorate them for the fun of it, like add more things to it. Like I know Dee Dee right now is making a big book full of ideas, and I know Gail has done stuff like that too, like an idea journal. I don't keep a journal every day. I'm not good about writing on a daily basis. I just love making them, like as an art form kind of thing. So that's what I do it for. I do like to do the December daily when I can keep up with it. I did horrible this year. Last year I didn't do too bad for me journaling, because like I said, I just don't journal really, which I know seems really weird, but I just have never been good about writing on a daily basis like that. But there's just loads of things. I mean, people use them for cookbooks. I don't know. There's just, if anybody can think of extra ideas that I've forgotten, go ahead and put that in the comments below. But yeah, there's just lots of things that you can do with journals. So yeah, I hope that helps, because they are super fun. And I just enjoy, like I said, making them and playing with the pockets, and you know, like an idea journal, that's like a great idea for me. And I do have one. Denise, my friend Denise from Wonderbar Crafts, actually made me one, a journal. I actually won it. She didn't make it for me, but I won it on her channel, and I use that for ideas. So I sketch out ideas that I have, so that, you know, when I get to those points where I'm like, I have no idea what to make, I can look in there and say, oh yeah, I could, you know, make one of those pockets, or oh, I haven't tried that yet, let's do that, you know. So you can even write stuff like that. You could write poems in them, songs. I don't know, I just think there's loads of uses really for journals. I know it's hard when you see people making them, there's all these pockets in them and things, but we usually try to have spots for like journaling cards and tags and things to write on too. So a lot of times people think we're using up all the space covering everything with pockets, which you know, you could do that if that's what you wanted to do, but I know a lot of us try to keep them so they're user friendly, so you can write in them, you know. But yeah, so I know Gail Augustinelli has a video on her channel where she talks about all her journals, because she does keep journals, like she's very good at that. And she talks about, I did that one, you know, the different journals that she has and what she puts in them and all of that. Oh, travel journals, that's another one. Like if you like to travel, journals that, you know, like you take on a trip with you and you keep all the little tickets and places you went and pictures and all that kind of stuff. That's another thing to do with them. I like that pink there. Don't know. But yeah, so yeah, I think that works. I'm sure the quilters are like screaming in tandem or something. You don't know what you're doing. And you would be correct. I'm just winging it. It'll be bright and happy, that much I know. So, but a lot of the making of it is just fun, honestly. I have a blast doing it. So, and I really enjoy the community of people that I've met doing this. Lovely, awesome, wonderful, kind ladies. So that alone is another great reason to junk journal. There's lots of super helpful, kind ladies that are always willing to help if you're stuck on something or whatever. Oh, that's too thin. I like this, so I think I'll use this. But yeah, Gail Augustinelli is really, I mean, her, and I watched Nick the Booksmith too a lot when I first started. Just, you know, phenomenal ideas and great ladies. So, but Gail's like the never-ending fountain of information, in my opinion. She just always has great ideas, and she's made so many different kinds of journals, and, you know, done so many different kinds of covers and pockets, and I don't know, she's just kind of a fountain of info, in my opinion. So that's kind of who I point people towards if they're just beginning. Probably should have pulled that one down a little bit more, but too late now. Do I want it over or under? I think I want it under. Yeah, I think under is good. I don't need quite that much. And Gail is just super kind to and always willing, you know, if you have a question, she's just the first one there to help out. She's just great like that. So that's another reason I just love her to pieces. Love you, Gail. And then I have some of my most awesome friends I have met. I have Allie, the Cockney Crafter, who's an amazing artist. And there's Denise. She hasn't done videos for a bit, but I think she's going to start again this summer. I'm not really sure. She's got loads of stuff going on at the moment, but she's at Wonderbar Crafts. And Lori Edwards. She's Enchanted Dreams 71. My goodness, there's Charlotte Peterson, who's amazing. Of course, like Tracy Fox, the big names. I'm just drawing a blank, but there's just loads of wonderful, nice ladies, and if I forgot anyone, it was not, you know, a slight on anyone. It's hard to remember when you're just going on the fly. But anyway, so there's that. I think that'll be good. I'm going to go stitch this, and then I'll come back and kind of show you what it's looking like stitched. And then I'll also probably dig some fabric out for the other side. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I have stitched all, you know, you can probably see all the little stitches. Well, you can see it better on this side. This is a big fat mess. But anyway, you can see how that's all stitched all over. And then I just folded the fabric over and glued it down just to hold it, because I am going to stitch around it. This is a really big mess, but I just went with like a regular linen, and this is a vintage linen, so there are a few stains on this, but that's just, you know, sort of the way that goes when you buy those table coverings and things. So it'll go together like this, and then the pocket will be here, but it'll be, you know, it'll be stitched down the middle, but there will be a pocket on each side. So I'm just going to go stitch, you know, here, here, and here, and leave the rest of it open. The middle will get, sorry, I'm going the wrong direction. The middle will get stitched down when I sew in the signatures and stuff. So that's how it'll be. But I like it because it does have that crinkly. It's not quite as crinkly as it was before, but it still has that crinkly feel. And with the two layers, which this is the way this envelope was originally, it was one whole piece. I just pulled it apart very carefully, pulled, and pulled it apart at the bottom so that it became two halves of the same milling envelope. Okay, if that makes any sense. And then, yeah, so I'm just going to stitch here, here, and here. And then I'll have that, and it'll look like this on the cover. So I hope you guys like that, and I hope you have an awesome day. I'm just going to go stitch that, and then I will be done for the day. So I will chat with you again soon. Bye-bye now.